It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas everywhere you go.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to night 5 of Ho Ho Oh, our Project Potter Christmas special, guys. My name is Kyler, host. Welcome to Project Potter. Welcome, guys, to our Christmas special, 25 straight nights of Christmas content, Christmas reviews. Night 5, guys, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, a holiday classic. If you haven't been to the channel before, guys, thanks for checking out the channel. Go check out the other content, of course. But, guys, we are here. We're in the Christmas spirit. We're feeling good. What we're going to do, guys, is go over my favorite scenes and my thoughts, my favorite character, my least favorite character, a score to 10, and then, of course, the Ho Ho Oh ranking. So, guys, welcome to the channel. Thanks for stopping by, guys. About 51-minute special, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. I think this came out in 1964. If that's not the date, I'll put it in here, guys. This was shades of Nightmare Before Christmas for me. And obviously, this came out before then, but, guys, the animation is beautiful. The story is beautiful. The voice acting is great. Everything is just so heartwarming, and there are life lessons in here, and it's just really great. So, bottom line, guys, Rudolph, with his nose so bright, he's out here. He's a misfit. Donner is like, yo, we got to cover that nose up. Tries to put some dirt on it. It shines through because, you always got to be yourself. The cast of characters is great. The animation is great. The story is great. We're in and we're out. It's quick. This is just a great time, guys. And so, some parts I really loved. I mean, Yukon Cornelius is a standout, man. He's awesome. The Abominable Snowman, or Bumbles, as we get to know him from Yukon, is great. But the music and the songs in this are all fantastic. I mean, I grew up watching this, and so immediate nostalgia hit me, right? I put this on, and immediately, guys, I'm brought back to my childhood, and it's great. And it's like I felt like a kid again watching this every single year. And it's just magical. And it's really awesome, and it's really more of a musical than I remember it being, but every song sort of serves a purpose, and every character is memorable, and it's really nice. And there's so many scenes, and then, like, I thought back to personal experiences with my family watching this, and them quoting the lines, and me not knowing, and now watching this as an adult. It's so much better, and it just is a warm time, and it's nice, and it's, like I said, it's quick, and it's great, guys. So yeah, Rudolph doesn't fit in. There's that whole scene where they're like, "Oh, we're not going to let Rudolph play any more reindeer games because he's got the nose." And she's like, "Oh, you sound kind of funny." Rudolph was like, "Hello, Clarice." But no, seriously, she is like, "Hey, I think you're cute," and he's like, "I'm cute," and he goes out, "I'm cute, I'm cute." She thinks I'm cute, and he's going through, and that, like, gives him the adrenaline to take off. And they're like, "Oh, Rudolph might actually be pretty good," but he is different, so he is kind of cast off because everyone's like, you don't belong here. You're red. Get your red nose out of here. It's making this weird sound. He goes off. He finds Herbie, who is just like an elf that doesn't like making toys, and he really wants to be a dentist. And we don't know why. We don't really know why he chose that path, but he's got a dentistry book. He's just passionate about teeth. Kind of weird, if you ask me, but you do you, Herbie. And so Rudolph and Herbie run into each other, and they team up, and they go to the Island of Misfit Toys, which is amazing. There's the Charlie in the box, and everybody wants to play with the Charlie in the box. And there's like a weird colored bear, and there's like a flying lion who's like basically the king of the castle. King of the castle. This gave me Narnia, kind of Narnia vibes, but also Wizard of Oz vibes for sure. But it's all magical, and it's all great. And they run into Yukon, and he likes silver and gold, and he licks his pickaxe, and it's great. And he's leading them on the way, and it's just all wonderful, guys. I have nothing but good things to say about this little film here. The animation, like I said, it looks great. Reminds me a lot of Nightmare Before Christmas. How it's all beautiful, and it was restored and remastered, and it looks amazing even in today's standards. And it's just a really nice time. And it's just cute how Rudolph's got like a love interest, and his parents are like, "Oh no, we gotta, he's got to be normal. You're going to be a normal reindeer," like Donner says. And then he realizes after, maybe we were too hard on him, so they go looking for him, and Rudolph has to rescue him, and the Abominable Snowman's coming for them, and he's scary, or he's intended to be scary, but his design is kind of goofy. And but the music is really good, and just all the songs are great, and it's just wonderful. Like I said, Island of Misfit Toys, Silver and Gold, the Misfits song. It's all great, guys. I really enjoyed my time with this. And again, you're in and you're out, 50 minutes. You get introduced to these characters. You see the wonderful animation. There's some really like iconic, amazing shots, like where they go off in the iceberg and it goes into the distance. and then Rudolph like taking ownership and being like, hey, my nose is the one that's getting everyone in trouble. I'm endangering my friends. And he ends up leaving on his own, which is crazy because he's a kid and he recognizes that he's the one that's causing the danger. That's so cool. And like these mature themes that are in there, it's really surprised me. So that was great. And then at the end, guys, it turns out that, Yukon sacrifices himself essentially to save the group. But then it turns out that Bumbles bounce. He's like, didn't I ever tell you about Bumbles? Bumbles bounce. And so he comes back up, and then they are like, hey, guess what? The man and the beast. And then he's like, here's the man, and here's the beast. And they're like, oh. And then Bumbles comes in, and he puts the star on top. And they're like, finally, dude. We have been trying to get the star on top of the tree for 25 years. And Bumbles comes up, and he puts it on there. And they just like took his teeth out, and now he's fine, and now he's like a gentle giant. But yeah, guys, wonderful, wonderful experience. Looks great. I almost said runs great, like it's a video game. Looks great. It sounds great. The voice acting, Frosty the Snowman being like the narrator is awesome, and them starting with the cold and being like, oh no, Christmas is going to be canceled, and Rudolph saves the day with his nose so bright. Guys, Santa's sleigh tonight. It's just really great, guys, and I had a wonderful time for a wonderful little movie. Okay, guys, that brings us to our favorite character, and it's got to be Yukon Cornelius. The special that's called Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. I was tempted to pick Rudolph, but guys, the cast of characters around Rudolph is great. Rudolph is great too, don't get me wrong, but Yukon Cornelius is a great character. He's charismatic. He's energetic. He brings in that spark off the bench. And he comes in and, he's just funny. He's like licking his pickaxe and stuff. And he's like kind of obsessed with money, like a little like Mr. Krabs kind of vibe. But then he's like, you know what? He's got knowledge on the abominable snowman. He's obviously tussled with him before. He saves the day at the end. And then he tames him, kind of like brings him into the fold. And then it's like, it's all good, and saves Christmas. And he's kind of the mentor for Rudolph and Herbie when they're kind of just wandering around and they're afraid of the abominable snowman. They don't know what to do. Yukon comes in and saves them. He's teaching the dogs how to mush, even though the dogs just jump on him. He's great. Yukon is great. Great character design. The animation's great. The voice acting's great. Yukon, the best one in this show. Okay, guys, the worst character in this one, guys, I'm having a hard time finding bad characters in these films. And maybe it's because I picked some of the better Christmas specials and movies, and so far we've had a lot of good ones. Not all of them good. Charlie Brown, I'm looking at you. There might not be a bad character in this one. And I'm trying not to do this every episode, guys, but like, I don't know. Every single character is so like handcrafted and well written and well performed and well spoken. And there's not many characters, between like Yukon Cornelius and Bumbles, and you got Rudolph, and you got Donner, Blitzen, and all the rest of the reindeer that I don't remember. And then you have the Clarice, the doe, not the woman from Silence of the Lambs. And then you also have like, Charlie in the Box and the Misfit Toys. But like, just, there's not really a bad character. There's not a weak link in this. There wasn't a character that came on screen. I was like, okay, it was great. And I just love how it's so well crafted, and there's a lot of love put into this project. So yeah, I don't have any worse characters or any bad characters for this one. Okay, guys, that brings us to the score. And guys, this is going to shock a lot of you when I say that this is a 9.8. This is a great Christmas film. This is a great standalone film, but Christmas time comes around, guys, and this is one of the first things you're putting on Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Between the songs, the animation, the performances, the visuals, it's all great. And it doesn't act like a 1960, I think it's 64. It doesn't act like an old film. It's obviously been restored. But you can watch this today like I did in 2022 and have a great time. And it's really, really nice. And it's warm and fuzzy, but there's life lessons, and there's, scary moments, and those turn into lessons. And it just shows you that like maybe we shouldn't judge people so quickly. Maybe we shouldn't be so hard on people. Maybe the misfits in the world actually do belong a little bit. And it's just a nice story. And, it's got its highs and lows, but the story never really wavered. I wasn't checking the time. I wasn't bored. The production value is off the charts. There were a lot of songs in this one, and usually sometimes I'm like, oh my God, another song? Like, unless it's La La Land, because then I'm like, let's keep it going. But this one, dude, all the songs were great, and they all added to the plot as well. And it wasn't just like, oh, Rudolph, what are you doing here? And it's like, we're on the island of misfit toys. It's like they sung a song about why they're misfit toys, and it really just went into the plot, and it was great. And this is a great holiday film, a great Christmas movie, and I would recommend this to anyone. It's a family film. You can watch it with anybody, adults, kids. It's going to work for everyone. I can't say enough great things about this, and yeah, I just had a really nice time. Okay, guys, that brings us to the Ho Ho Oh rankings. And yes, guys, we got a new number one, knocking off Bad Santa. We got number one coming in here, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, a classic, guys. Will Rudolph stay there? I don't know. We have a lot left to go, a lot of great films to go, guys, but this one's coming in hot. I'm telling you guys, there are very few flaws with this film, if any. And so I know it's shorter than some of the things we're going to watch. It's only about 51 minutes, so there's less room for failure there. But they really, really did like everything they could with the space. So number one in the ho 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 excuse me, rankings, guys. Put too many hoes in there. You don't want to have too many hoes. Number one, guys, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Number two, Bad Santa. Number three, we got Just Friends. Number four, Polar Express. And number five, guys, is A Charlie Brown Christmas, which should have never been made. But that's how our rankings shape out through 5 movies. Okay, guys, well, that's another episode, another night in the books of Ho Ho Oh. 25 straight nights, guys. We got 5 nights now. We got 20 more to go. That is a lot of Christmas content. That's a lot of Project Potter. That's a lot of Kyle. But you know what, guys? Hopefully you're enjoying it as much as I am. Hopefully you're enjoying the Santa blazer. Hopefully you're enjoying the Santa hat. And the little setup, guys. I didn't even notice until the end of this film here. Look at this. We didn't even have the workshop in there all the way. It doesn't matter, guys, because we're vibing. We're having a good time. And I hope you guys had a good time. Hope you guys like, comment, subscribe. Hope you agree with me, disagree with me, whatever you want to do. Do you like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer? Do you have no soul and you don't like it? Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Appreciate you guys stopping by. And it's all tomorrow night, guys. Peace.